Sudan, Sudanese boys. Day 17. 5 different times, the Jewish leaders gave me 39 lashes. 3 times I was beaten with rods. Once I was stoned. 3 times I was shipwrecked. Once I spent a whole night and a day adrift at sea. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verses 24 and 25. Say it with us! The soldiers screamed, kicking and punching the boys' faces and abdomens. Allah is God and Muhammad is his prophet. Say it. The 4 young Sudanese boys cried and screamed out for their mothers, but they refused to repeat the words that would mean saving their lives, yet renouncing their Christianity. Their red blood began to flow across their black skin, but they would not give up their faith in Christ. The older teenage boys looked on in horror. They had seen their southern Sudanese families murdered by sword-wielding Islamic fighters. Now, they watched as their 4 young friends and relatives, the youngest only 5 years old, were beaten to death. Already, the soldiers had forced each older boy to lie over hot coals and ordered them to repeat the Muslim creed and join the Islamic faith. None of the boys would say the words despite the excruciating pain. There were 14 boys and 13 girls abducted in the raid that day. The girls have never been located and were likely sold as slaves or concubines in northern Sudan. All the boys were tortured, but none relented. The next night, the older boys escaped, still bearing the scars of the previous nights. Not one renounced his faith. Pain often plays an important purpose in God's plan. Unfortunately, there is no other experience that equals its ability to grasp and focus our attention. Physical pain from a long-standing illness or sudden injury gets the whole attention of the human body. The brain sends signals throughout the nervous system to focus the body's resources on the source of trouble. In the same way, emotional pain is difficult to ignore as well. The anguish of losing someone we love to cruel circumstances like cancer or disease, persecution or injustice can be nearly overwhelming. Whatever situation introduces us to pain, we have 2 options for dealing with it. We can give up or we can grow. Those who experience pain can be unique ministers of God's grace. Like an athlete in training whose muscles must be broken down through strain and exercise in order to get stronger,